So I wanted to discuss some of my predictions for Fear the Walking Dead, and since we're gonna have a freaking week off because of Labor Day, I don't know why. Come on, think about it. I mean, The Walking Dead season 3 finale aired on Easter Sunday, and I don't recall that being an issue for AMC, and as far as the ratings go. If that can stop people from watching the show on a holiday, come on. What makes this any different? Come on, seriously. Okay. So before I get into predictions, let's talk about the name of the next episode for Fear the Walking Dead, and the episode is titled "The Dog." Seriously, it's titled "The Dog." Like, what the hell does that mean? What is. It doesn't make any sense. Unless they're gonna throw that. Unless that reference of Jack London, like in the pilot episode, and when they were in the classroom talking about how, how the guy had to, cut the dog open to survive and keep himself warm and whatnot or whatever. Wonder if that something like that comes into play in this episode. Maybe. That's the only other logical reason why this episode would be titled that. I mean, it kind of reminds me of The Walking Dead's first season in the third episode where it's titled "Tell It to the Frogs." Before I even saw the episode, I'm like, why the fuck is it called "Tell It to the Frogs"? I don't get what that means until Lori actually says that line, and to Shane, where that's her way of saying, yeah, I'm through with your bullshit. Don't say another damn word to me. No, no, that's it, done. No. So, yeah, but this I don't understand unless that reference from the pilot of where they're talking about cutting the dog open and in the classroom. That's the only other reason I can think of. No, honestly, this episode should be titled something more like that's something that pertains to what's going on in the situation. Because the last episode ended with Madison and Travis separated. Travis is with his family, with his ex-wife and his son, and Madison is with Nick and Alicia, and they're trying to keep them safe, and they're basically sitting ducks, and that's how it ended. And truthfully, this episode should be titled "Sitting Ducks" because that's what that's what they are right now, until they find a way to get back to each other to reunite and then get the hell out of LA. Make sense? I've been talking about this with a couple of friends of mine, and I also mentioned this to Bila also. You know how they were having the riots, at the end of the last episode, and here's where my predictions will come into play. Let's say a couple walkers work their way into the riots, and they start biting, a couple of those people who are starting the riots, and then some of them start turning, and then one bites the other and bites the other, and that riot becomes the very first herd we ever see ever, like the very first, like the herd of all herds, potentially. Where how crazy would that be? Walkers work their way into a riot, and then shit goes crazy. They're biting down on a couple people, and then some of them fight them off and they get away, and then they start to turn, they die and they turn, and then slowly but surely that riot becomes a herd, like a herd of shitload of walkers. Now that would be crazy. Then they would have to leave. That's just a theory of mine. I don't know, but that would be crazy if that's what went down. I can see walkers working their way into that riot, and then and it becomes much uglier than it is. And I don't fucking get why the police won't tell the civilians of what's going on. Like, they obviously know that something crazy is going on, that there's a virus that's causing these people to turn into, the undead and come back and bite people, and then all of a sudden the same thing happens to them. So why don't they tell them, or get on the news or something, or tell them that something is going really wrong and whatever. I mean, like, I don't buy that whole, yeah, maybe they don't want people to panic bullshit. I mean, like, maybe they ought to panic. I mean, like, come on, guys. I mean, like, and why won't Madison tell Alicia about what's going on? I mean, I don't get it. And she needs to know. I mean, like, I think that's gonna, you know, increase. That's gonna increase her odds on surviving in the world that's gonna be brought down upon them, that they're gonna be living in very, very soon. And and it's funny how she said in the previous episode that well, if he's sick, then I'm sick too, or if whatever he has, I have it too. Technically, she's telling the truth, and she doesn't know it yet, because you all got it, all y'all got it, all y'all. It's inside all y'all. So yeah. Wow, wow, wow. But yeah, I don't. I think we have 4 more episodes to go. I was convinced we would have like 7 episodes in the season 1, but I guess they're doing the whole 6 episodes thing like they did with the main show. So, I mean, oh well, okay, I guess. This is just like a quick little glimpse into the pre-apocalyptic world with all these ill-equipped characters who would most likely be killed in this situation. Like, they would be the first ones to go. Like I said, several episodes, several videos before about the show, and it's gonna be interesting to see how they learn how to survive. I mean, when they finally learned that, yeah, it's the headshot. I mean, I think Madison has that idea now, and I think that will come into play as they go along, wherever they may end up. So yeah, and since they have all that shit at the high school, that would be a good place for them to set up at, for like the time being, until they figure out a game plan of what to do. I mean, like, that would be a good place to bunker down. I mean, like, everything's there that they need, food, supplies, all that stuff, and that. And, I don't know. So, yeah, I mean, at this point, leaving LA is the best idea for these characters. Yeah. And, hopefully they reunite at least in the middle of the episode, and then they just work their way out of LA and then go to God knows where else. They're not that much far where the Alexandria camp is, or will be. Maybe they might pass there. Maybe they. Oh no, it's just a random thought. I think it's just a random thought. But yeah, I'm enjoying the show so far, and I think these walkers, the way these walkers are in this show is much scarier. Like single, like one walker, by itself, is a lot scarier on the show than it is on The Walking Dead, because they stay in the dark, or they're either in a dark room, or they're in a very dim lighted building, like where the lights dim down, and you see a shadow figure in the in the corner somewhere coming to you, and they're walking all slow, and that's fucking fucking scary. It's fucking freaky as hell to me. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that freaks me the fuck out, and I love it. hopefully we haven't seen the last of Tobias. I mean, I hope he eventually joins this family as they're getting ready to leave. Um, I mean, he has some massive potential, and I have just a random thought. Okay, all right. Take a good look at Tobias. Okay, right now. Okay, now I'm gonna put up another picture. Oh, come on. Some of you were thinking it too. Come on. You were. Come on. I just can't help but think that, yeah, I just can't help but think. I mean, he's like a mirror image. He's like a mirror image of Eugene. Come on. I mean, think about it. Even though he may be slightly tougher than Eugene, but, when I see them, I mean, like, I see a little similarity there. So I don't think I've left anything out. I don't think I forgot anything. I don't think I forgot to mention anything. So I think I'm just gonna leave it here for right now. So feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section. And if you liked my little video, my predictions and my thoughts, thumb up the video and share it. Subscribe to my channel for more awesome things to come, and especially for The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead. So until next time. Nerdy Blation is out. Stay alive. Don't get bit. Peace. do, 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 do.